What you find is that Orthodox people are in contradiction with the gospel, and then they can't handle that. There is one argument that defeats any Orthodox person, which is the key. Peter is given the key. No one else is given the key. You don't have Peter. You lose.
Nick Fuentes is referring to Petrine supremacy, the belief that Christ gave St. Peter and therefore the Catholic Church complete authority over all of Christendom. There's serious problems with that claim. First, St. Peter was not the only apostle who received the apostolic authority. Yes, in Matthew 16, Christ does give St. Peter the keys, but 2 chapters later, Christ gives the same authority to all of the apostles. Second, Christ, and not St. Peter, is the rock and the chief cornerstone upon which the church was built. The references are below. And when Christ says, "On this rock I will build my church," he's not referring to St. Peter, but to his confession of the divinity of Christ. You don't believe me? Check out what St. Augustine, the doctor of the Roman Catholic Church, says. Christ built his church not on a man, but on Peter's confession. If you believe in Petrine supremacy, answer these questions for me. 1. Why did St. Peter not independently choose and ordain St. Matthias to replace Judas? And the same with the 7 deacons. Why was this decided collectively by the apostles? 2. Why at the Council of Jerusalem in Acts 15 does St. James preside and gave the final judgment instead of St. Peter? Shouldn't the supreme authority have made the final decision? 3. Why does St. Paul rebuke St. Peter in Galatians 2? How could a lower ranking apostle rebuke the highest ranking apostle in the church? How inappropriate would that have been? 4. Why, when problems arose in the early church, were councils of bishops called together to discuss and make decisions? Why didn't the Bishop of Rome simply make the ruling himself? And how could St. Cyril of Alexandria preside over the Council of Ephesus instead of the Bishop of Rome? Christ constantly warned, "The first shall be last." You see, Christ did not establish his church upon one individual person, but upon himself, the true rock and chief cornerstone, and all the apostles. And this is the same model followed by the Coptic Orthodox Church today. The Holy Synod makes decisions through the consensus of all the bishops. We have nothing against St. Peter. He is one of our greatest saints. However, we reject that the Bishop of Rome has complete authority over all of Christendom. That authority belongs to Christ, and to him alone.